Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to this introductory tutorial session for the course of Elementary Particle Physics, where you will actually learn about the details of the particle physics and the basic principles of quantum mechanics, how those are implemented to study particle collisions, which will help you understand what is happening at a level below the atomic and the nuclear levels that you have known since your previous high schools and during your initial bachelor's of your session. So, before jumping to the tutorial session, since it is the first introductory class, allow me to introduce myself. So, I am Dhruvanshu Mahesh Parmar. I would be the teaching assistant for this course, which is being taken by Dr. Nuna Lakchurin. And speaking of my professional background as to what I am doing here in Texas Tech, where I am a research assistant under Professor Andrew Whitbeck, who also does research in the nuclear and particle physics sector, where he is specifically interested in the studies of Higgs boson. So you can talk to me if you want later, if you are interested in Higgs boson. Remember the God particle which was discovered in 2012, which is considered to be the particle which will solve the fundamental mass problem of the standard model. We will come to that in this particular course, but later. That's not a topic to worry about right now. Speaking of my educational qualifications, I did my bachelor's and master's both in physics from ISER Pune, where ISER stands for Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. So based on that, you can guess that I am from India. So, and what I'm doing in Texas Tech, well, I have come to Texas Tech to do my PhD, and in addition to that, since we are supposed to do a teaching assistantship because we want money, so I will be your teaching assistant. So you will have to bear with me. So, coming to the more detailed aspect as to what I actually do, well, my main research interest is in machine learning, or you can say more precisely, deep learning. Well, if you are aware that machine learning or deep learning are actually flexible learning algorithms which are being utilized to solve fitting problems and to um, use it to you know handle big data sets and to study the correlations between them to evaluate certain properties which vary based on your problem. So what I am interested in is actually look for machine learning algorithms which can be used to constrain effective field theories. So effective field theories currently you are it would be out of scope to be included in this particular course, which is because this is an introductory particle physics course. So if I want to say in brief, effective field theories are those extensions of the standard model which are incorporating some higher order effects which the standard model doesn't include while explaining the four fundamental interactions. And each of these effective field theories, if you ask me, can be parameterized by certain constants, which are the EFT parameters or the effective field theory parameters. So we can actually use machine learning algorithms to constrain these parameters, or I could say you can actually create a bound on the value of these parameters that you want to study for. So apart from that, based on machine learning, you can assume that I also have an interest in computational physics. So based on the computational physics, I have done projects in my past on Ising model, and where specifically I studied Metropolis algorithm and Van algorithms. And in addition to that, since I did a machine learning project in my masters, where I actually worked on conditional real NLP models. If you are interested, I can share you a material to read about it because it is very interesting. And I used it to actually train a model which can be used to constrain a Higgs effective field theory Lagrangian, which is the hell, yeah, which is hell. You can similar. We can actually we can make an acronym for it. Okay, so for these purposes, I also had to carry out a statistical analysis. So I have to look for probability and statistics courses as well. So I have a keen interest in that particular field as well, where I specifically focus on the maximum likelihood estimation, which is a popular technique used for parametric estimation. Along with that, some other two techniques like the Fisher information and Kullback-Leibler divergence, which is very crucial when it comes to expressing histogram data. Since computational background, you must be fluent and expertise in some programming languages, and you can see that I have fluency in 4 languages, which are in decreasing order as you go forward. I am very expertise in Python and slightly less in C++, even slightly less in Fortran, and to be honest, you can say completely no practically speaking expertise in Java, but I do know the syntax, so it is fine, I guess. And apart from that, these are the softwares that I have worked with, and I can say I can help you with which would be required for this particular course as well, which are Root, MadGraph. The Root, which is basically a plotting software used for plotting the data. Then MadGraph, PTA, and Delphis are the simulation tools which are used to analyze the events or the collision events that happen at LHC. You can simulate these things in a computer model. So that was about my professional experience. And speaking of which, I do, although I am your teaching assistant, but you can be friendly with me because I am just 2 to 3 years older student, just like you people. So speaking of me, I am a big foodie. So whenever you feel that you want to say something and you are not able to, just buy me a cup of coffee or buy me a good lunch, and we will talk over it. I am also interested in traveling, and specifically I love going to trekking because I love adventure. I am also interested in gaming. I specifically play mobile games a lot because I'm still broke to to buy PS4 and such other gaming consoles. But time will come, don't worry, because everyone's time come. And in addition, just like you, many of you people, I am also interested in anime, which is a very popular medium of entertainment right now. Apart from thriller and some mind-bending stories that I have a keen interest for, and about the popular fandom, which is very popular among the Gen Z, you can say, which is the Marvel and DC trope. I specifically am interested in both, and don't go into which one is superior or what. Just enjoy whatever medium is entertaining to you. Okay. So far, any questions which you would like to ask me, either from my professional project work and or from my personal habits and qualities, you can ask me. No? Okay. Then we will continue with our first tutorial session, which is the tutorial 1.